Hey everybody, today we figured we'd do a gear preview review. We haven't used it yet, it's still in the box. Aaron and I have considered ourselves running gun hunters long before it was cool, but we always used climbers. So I've been looking at this Hawk Helium Ultralight combo on Midway USA. It was like $209. They had it during the summer and I missed it and I wasn't able to get it. And they just brought it back out, which really surprised me because normally when they do a deal like that, they don't bring it back out. But we figured we'd show you the unboxing and maybe we'll weigh it too. They say the Hawk's weights are way off, but I'm not really too worried about the weight. I'm just looking to get rid of the bulkiness of the climber. I've been using a Summit Viper since I was 16. It was the first thing I bought with money from first summer job I ever had, and I've been using it not every year, but most years when I'm able to do some archery. But I think this year would be the 20th year I've been using it, and it's just really bulky, especially for Ohio where it's real thick. It's hard to get into certain places with it. So let's open this up and see what we got. So as you can see, you got to build it out of the box. But that's a pretty decent platform. I mean, I wear a size 11, and if you're out at the edge of the platform, on the edge, it'll be there. So I don't think it's as small as I thought it was going to be, which is good, but I'll have to get the stand-up part on it first. There's the sticks. They got the buttons that snap together. Apparently those break a lot by what people say, so I guess just have to be really careful and go slow. Cold weather might be an issue, but if they break, just have to find another way to hook them up. I mean, what do you expect for the money you pay? This is your adjustment here. You pull this lever out, and then depending on the angle of your tree you need when you're in it, you got different angles for different trees, so that's cool. The seat's the same way for your angle. There's an adjustment right here that you can spin. See, the seat's like this, so if your tree's like that, whatever you want. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm back out in the garage. I got the Hawk Helium sticks here. I put some stealth strip on them. Figured I'd show you where I put it. I ordered the stealth strip for the 30-inch sticks, and these are only the 20-inch, and then I used that excess to stealth strip the cams and the ratchet strap. And here's the sticks. Just putting the strips around this make a huge difference. Then you get in here where it's the bare metal and do it. Big difference. What I did was I put them on the stand and I climbed with them and I tried to find everywhere that made noise so that I could put some strips. Put some in here on each side of the inside of the cleats that go on the tree. Put some on the bottom of the steps where they make contact when you pull them apart. Okay, there they are sitting together. I noticed that when I pull them apart, if you look right there, the bottom of this step contacts this stick, and that can make noise. So that's why I put some of the strip underneath there to make that be quiet. Same with inside there. It's not bad. Big difference, not as tingy. That should help noise climbing. Then I put some on the stand too. I'll show you where I put it on the stand. Alright, here's the stand. This is how I'm going to carry it with the backpack straps at the top. What I did, I don't recommend doing this, but I want this to be able to be a flat bench to carry any quarters out if I get them. And I have, my stepdad made me a nice leather cover to put over the teeth here, so that'll keep from tearing the game bags. I have to put them on here. I'll have to get a longer bolt for here so that when I put it down and make contact, I can spin it and sit it against here to help keep this from folding. But I put some stealth strips here where it makes contact, anywhere where it makes contact, some in here. Any of the buckles on the straps that I put on, I put stealth strips around those, anywhere they make contact, just to make it as quiet as possible. That's it. Other than that, not much. But I got it, I ended up heating in here everywhere that it, so it would sit flush. I had to heat it with a torch and then just push it down real easy. I wouldn't recommend doing it because obviously you're modifying it, but I didn't do anything with the framework. It's just the grating that you stand on, so it shouldn't really affect much. So I did that in 3 separate places so that the knobs where the straps hook will sit nice and flush. So far, I've just been climbing out back. I haven't had any issues with the sticks slipping or sliding like you see a lot of people say online. It could be the trees. Like the trees out back I have pretty rough bark, but I think the biggest thing is just when you get it on there, really make sure you seat it, push it down, get it down real good. But the one thing I did notice, which might possibly be contributing to that, is the way the strap is. It goes around this way. I noticed sometimes when I was trying to pull it tight that the strap would actually fold over on itself like this, and when it would do that, I noticed that when I went to push down on it, it seemed to slide on itself a little bit. So I just gotta make a mental note that whenever I pull these tight, to make sure that the strap is nice and true in there, not folded over, because I think if that gets folded over and you put a lot of weight on it, there's a chance that it could slip. But other than that, I haven't had any issues with the buttons yet, and I've had them on and off a bunch of times, but it's not freezing cold and I'm not in the middle of the woods right now, so how long they're gonna last, I don't know. If they break, I'll figure out something else. Alright, this is how I plan on carrying it. It may change if I get in the woods and stuff happens, you know how that goes, but this works around the yard here practicing. So this is how I'm going to try it in the woods. This, put these straps on it, but it's nice and quiet. So I'll break it down and show you how I put everything on here. Okay, this is how I'm going to do it. These aren't going to be the straps I have. These are just the ones I had laying around here. But I got 2 sticks on each side. I put the cushion on because I'm going to try it. I normally don't take a big thick cushion like this, but I'm going to try it, see how it works. But 2 sticks each side. It's nice and tight. I use a ratchet strap. So if you lay it down, take the first one off, first set of sticks, second set of sticks, and this is how I do this part. Like I said, I'm going to have a leather cover on here so it won't scratch anything, but I run the strap through the bottom, around the edge, over the top, underneath here than back over on the edge. That way it holds it really tight, because I plan on putting some weight on here. As you can see, it's got a little bit of flex in it, but I don't have the bolt here yet. When I get the longer bolt, then I can back out so that it hits here. It's not going to let it flex because it's going to be hitting that, so it'll be nice and sturdy. One thing I did do that I failed to mention, tied a piece of paracord to the top of one of the tops of the sticks, put a little hook on it, and what I do with this is I'll put my one stick on the tree, and then I climb up on that one and add the second stick, and then I climb down and get everything ready, and I buy this hook. I hang one on each side of my belt of my safety harness, so that once I get up there I can just reach down, grab this one, climb on it, and then I'll have the other one on the other side. That way there's one on each side, there's not a lot of noise, they're not banging around. Just paracord, little hook. So then I just take the stick, they snap together, take the first one down through the top, I leave the pole part, tighten it off to the side, do the same thing with the other one, bring it up around, pull part off to the side, and I just go right down through the middle, back up, hook each one of these loops to that knob, make sure it stays there. Then I just pull them tight. Then I can just take these, wrap them around however you want to do it, and they're all nice stacked together. Pretty quiet, don't really have any major issues because I got everything felted up, felted the pieces too. But this whole setup, just the stand and sticks themselves, was 23.7 pounds. My Viper was 23 pounds with everything, so these are actually a little heavier, but I can get through the woods a lot easier with this setup than I can with the climber because it's just so much more bulky. Still got a little bit to learn to get up and down the tree. Still first year, so I'll improve as I go. Doesn't take me that long. I bought a little rope aider that'll help me with my lineman's belt because I spend more time adjusting my lineman's belt than anything. So this will make that process go a lot faster. But like them, super impressed. Was able to shoot a really nice buck here in PA with them. You can check it out. It's one of our other videos. Really impressed with it. But overall, I like it. For the money, you can't beat it. So if you want a set, check it out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll answer as best I can. But thumbs up in my book.